Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 Episode 18. Yes, we are so close to the season finale. I think this season has 20 episodes if I'm not mistaken, and I guess episode 19 and episode 20 are going to be connected. I am still on the edge with this one. I don't know if I'm going to watch it one after the other or I'm going to spread them out into weeks. I am still not sure. I am still thinking about it. But anyway, yes, in the last one, we finally got the reunion between Aang and Oppa. My god, that was such an emotional roller coaster. Because again, it's not just in the period of one episode, it's several episodes in which obviously you saw the change in Oppa. That first, obviously, he's trusting almost everybody. Obviously, when he's attacked, he's defending himself. And we saw this change because yeah, he stopped trusting a person that he knew before. In this case, Suki. And until she gained said trust, he was able to reconnect with her. Unfortunately, I don't know if that was preserved thanks to the tactics that she used to make Oppa go away. Because, yeah, once again, this is a terrible situation that Oppa went through. The journey has been terrible for both sides, not just one. But I think it was worse for Oppa because he was alone. Aang has his friends, but Oppa was completely alone. So I love that moment in which Oppa was reunited. Unfortunately, we lost somebody. Jet in the last episode, and I don't know if his friends survive that moment because again, Jet, we know that he died probably from internal bleeding. Again, it sounds so weird to say this about a cartoon that is supposed to be for kids. And yes, I know it's not just for kids, but come on, it still feels weird to say this about a Western animation. This is pretty normal for Japanese animation. They have a different culture about that in Japan. But for a Western animation, it's so weird. And this obviously makes the quality of the show a lot better. And I think I said this before. If not, I'm gonna wait until later on to say it because I really want to have all the cards that I could to really express what I think about Avatar in its entirety. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble way too much and revealing too much of my plans in the future. So, I don't think you are here for that. You're not here for that, you're here for the reaction and the commentary. So, let me just remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I know I take my sweet time to answer them, but I try to answer them all. The link obviously of the reaction is going to be down below, and obviously the link to my Twitter account is going to be there too, so you can follow me on Bichut and on Twitter. But anyway, yes, enough about all of this bullcrap. Let's just cut all of these and watch the video, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 18 episode of the series of the second season. Yes, when everything starts to go so well for our heroes, yeah, everything changes, and now it's obviously turned into something, I don't know if worse, but terrible at the same time. So, yeah, take it as you wish. Obviously, I knew in the deepest of my heart that this could not go so well. Because come on, we're still missing 2 episodes, and obviously the season finale has to be very exciting and very important and need to resolve a lot of stuff. So obviously we are not going to end this episode with everything wonderful. But still I had a hope. I had hope. Anyway, yes, this episode is a great one. Again, yes, thanks to the positive thinking of Sokka, we got into the point in which things looked a lot better. thanks to him being so relentless and so positive in this case, they could convince the Earth King, the Earth Kingdom King, so they can listen, so he can listen to them and really incarcerate, in this case, Long Fang or Long Fang, I think it is. So yes, everything was going wonderful for that. But obviously, before going to that point, I need to speak about a little bit about this character, the Earth King. It is an interesting character because, again, obviously we know what our heroes know. We know that the Dai Li and obviously Long Feng has been brainwashing people, have been trying to control everything that is surrounding them. They try to control the city, and in the end they try to control the nation. Or, well, that's what I think it is. But obviously the Earth King doesn't know this. The Earth King needs to trust somebody, and the one who has been giving the information, that has been loyal to him, is obviously Long Feng. Long Feng has been the one who is giving the information, who has been loyal, and through his eyes, yeah, the one who should be trusted is obviously Long Feng. We know more information. We know that actually he's a bastard that's trying to control everything. We know that. But for the king to behave this way, it makes sense that he is not completely trusting these new kids that he doesn't know. They gained a little bit of trust after this spectacular fight, the first time we saw the Earth King, by mentioning the name of the Avatar. Yes, obviously, the Avatar is a very well-respected character. He deserves to have the benefit of the doubt, at least. Yes, when Avatar is trying to destroy your plans, like in the Fire Nation plans, yeah, it makes sense for them to be cautious around him. But for the rest of the nations that want peace and want to get rid of the threat that is the Fire Nation, yeah, it makes sense for them to trust the Avatar. And that is the first step. And when they change, because they destroy, or at least destroy the entry of this underground bunker below the lake, because yeah, that's what everybody will do, just destroy the evidence, so they will not have any case against me. Again, yeah, this event causes the mistrust of the king. Luckily, they changed, and thanks to the observation powers of Sokka, they could convince the king to take a look to the outer walls, in which we know the giant drill is still there. The Fire Nation drill with the giant symbol of the Fire Nation. As I said before, the powers of observation of Sokka is what really got us this opportunity to show this drill, because he noticed that, yeah, well, it wasn't that hard, but he noticed that he was looking at Oppa and said, oh, he likes this, he wants to experience this, let's take advantage of this and obviously make the Earth King to just travel where we want it. Again, this is earning a lot of points for Sokka, and once again, he didn't need him. I love Sokka. I love him. But again, it's proving once more that I was right. Sokka is intelligent. Sokka is very intelligent. Now, obviously after that, after they prove that actually Long Feng is against the Earth King, he is incarcerated. But from the moment that we saw the arrest, I was dubious about the people that are around him, that they look suspicious. Obviously they need to act in that moment because you have the Earth King there and he's not alone, he has company. So it makes sense for them to be cautious about it and pretend to be on their side. That is obviously going to be later on figured out. Anyway, yes, we got our precious moment of peace, in which everybody got something that they wanted. The message, obviously, that somebody could help Aang to control his avatar state. In this case, the guru that we met a couple of episodes ago, when we saw part of Oppa's journey. Then, of course, we got the father of Katara and Sokka, that is, they know where he is. and they want to find him. Obviously, not both of them, just one of them is going to go because the other one needs to keep close to the Earth King so that so she can give advice. Yeah, really, it's going to be Katara because she decided to sacrifice herself so her brother could see their father. It's a sacrifice because it was going to be hard for them. And obviously the first one to do that was obviously Sokka. But the good news was delivered to him. And then, of course, the deceiving letter of Toph's mother, which actually was not her mother, but the other two bastards that are after her, after Toph, that obviously everything was going around. I honestly never had suspicions about the letter, because they never point anything towards that. The show did a very good job at hiding the fact that those were the two bastards that were after Toph. I never suspect anything, and obviously it was going to be hard for Toph because she cannot read because she's blind, and she cannot sense. At least I don't think it's that delicate to sense the type of letter, and even if she knows the type of letter that the mother has. So yes, it was going to be hard, and since it was kind of, going by so fast, I really never thought about it until obviously the end, when they opened the door and everything is dark, and yeah, when it was obvious that it was a trap. Again, our heroes have a good run of good luck. The Air King was on their side. They start to plan the strategy to invade the Fire Nation. Suki was close by, and obviously they are going to see their father, and the mother was more calm. Well, was calmer than before. Unfortunately, I knew that this was not going to last. I mean, come on, it was obvious. And when Zuko said this, oh yes, everything is going to be fine forever and ever. That's the moment in which everything turns to shit. First, obviously, we know that Toph's mother was not there. It was a deceiving letter. Then, what else? Well, the father is still there. Then, of course, I think is the worst one, because now they have the Fire Nation has managed to infiltrate these impenetrable walls and very close to the king. In the moment I saw the profile, in the moment I saw Mai, because it was not full, her face, obviously, it was just from here to down here. But I saw her profile, and I saw her say, oh my god. And yes, obviously, it was Azula and her group. And I said, oh god, they come so close to the Earth King. They are so close to the Earth King, and they have his trust. Because thanks to a misunderstanding, they believe these are close friends to the Avatar and his group. So there is something a lot worse. I never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind. I genuinely forget about the incident in Oppa's episode. That they fought against Azula and her two friends. And they never show us the result of said fight. Perhaps because that was not in my mind. Perhaps it's that. And of course they lost. Because we know how skillful is Azula, and how skillful is Ty Lee, and how skillful is Mai. So I should have noticed that before. I should have known. In the moment they mentioned, I think they mentioned there were 3 warriors.
Your Majesty, there are 3 female warriors here to see you. They're from the island of Kyoshi.
That's Suki!
So, yes, I should have suspected, but it really caught me by complete surprise. Which is great, honestly, which is great, because it makes for a great reaction, or at least I think it makes for a great reaction. So yeah, everything is going to shed from this episode. Oh my god. I cannot wait to see the next one. But now, there is another smaller side of this episode. The Prince Zuko sickness. Obviously, we know that, thanks to the psychology and psychiatrists, we know that obviously if you have a conflict in your mind, it's reflected in your body. It causes physical damage because, yeah, your brain is concentrating in other stuff, in this case in a conflict, and it's not making the body work so well. It's stressing you out, and obviously stress is building up, and it causes discomfort, and it causes sickness to the body. This is, I think, is more emphasizing the conflict of Prince Zuko. Zuko, obviously, his only goal was to capture the Avatar and bring him back to his father, so he can return to the Fire Nation and become the prince, and perhaps then become the Fire Lord. That's my thoughts about his idea of success. That he was going to be the next Fire Lord, and he was going to be just fine. His mother was going to return, or since he was a Fire Lord and he was forgiven, he was going to send somebody to look after his mother, and everything was going to be perfect. That, I think, that was Prince Zuko's idea. That was his destiny, in my own opinion. That's what he thought was his destiny. But obviously, from the beginning of this second season, and in hell, even from the last season, even the end of the last season, we're starting to see a change in Zuko. We're starting to see this conflict that, yes, he had the Avatar, but he has to do something else. But he started to notice that the Avatar is important, and he needs to do something else. And obviously, how his father is mistreating him, and not just his father. His sister is trying to push him away. And all this conflict has been carried out through the entirety of the second season. And that culminated in the last one, when he released the Bison of the Avatar. He could have captured the Avatar thanks to the Bison, or he could have used the Bison, Oppa, to capture Aang. But in a certain point, and thanks to the words that Uncle Iroh said, he released the Bison. And obviously, this goes against everything that his inner personality defines him. His character, his goals. Part of it, and it's a big part of him, is that entering conflicts with what he did. And his mind is trying to understand this, trying to understand what is the next curse. Because yes, if this is a goal for you, for I don't know how long he has been looking for the Avatar. I don't know if it was mentioned. If it was mentioned, I don't remember. But it has been years, I think. It has been years for him to be looking for the Avatar and trying to capture him just for this moment to release him. Yes, obviously this is going to change something within him. And we saw his dreams. This conflict that is represented by these two dragons, the red one and the blue one. Obviously, the red one was kind of the more... I don't know if the colors represent something else, something other than the warm and cold of the fire. Well, not the fire, the warm feelings and the cold feelings. That's what I interpret. I don't know if they mean something else. But obviously the blue one that is represented, the cold, the harsh one, is the voice of Azula. And the one that wants to warn him, that trying to protect him, is the voice of Uncle Iroh. And obviously his mother, who was somebody that really showed his affections towards him, is within his mind. This is part of the conflict. I don't know how this is going to be resolved, because obviously this is going through the entirety of the second season, which is something I'm thankful. Again, I'm thankful that they are not rushing everything, that they are not taking everything in the span of a few episodes. No, they are really taking the important conflicts. They are taking the psychological drama within Prince Zuko, and they are spreading it toward the entire season. I love that fact. I love the fact that they are using their time wisely. Obviously, Prince Zuko is not the focus of our adventure. But it's important to cut to him because they are giving us a fantastic character. And obviously the Nightbender that really surprised me when he has the arrow of the Avatar and without his scar. Why they are not... What? Really, that surprised me. I should have known. And in retrospect, yeah, I should have known that it was a dream. But it still surprised me, man. I mean, come on, that was surprising. Yeah, another great episode. And again, the political ploy is still there. We're still having a more frontal conflict because, yes, the Dai Li, which is so loyal to Long Fei, cannot hide it anymore. They need to go on full frontal, and I guess they want to dethrone the king, so they can put a puppet there, or even Long Fei. I don't know how far he is in the successor line for the king, well, for the throne. I don't know if he is in said line, or it could be, I don't know. There are so many things that could come out of this, and yes, I'm trying to think in the side of the villains. That doesn't mean they are right. I'm just trying to think in their side, on their side of the story. But it's exciting, and I love this political ploy that now is going to be a full frontal war or a civil war in this place. So yes, I'm excited to see the next episode, but I think I spoke way too much in this one. Something else before going to the last part. Something else before I forgot. I'm planning to make in a Patreon. I don't know what you think about it, guys. Do you agree with the Patreon? Do you feel it's nice? Do you feel it's an appropriate time? Do you feel I should wait? I want to know your opinion about this Patreon side of me, because again, I'm thinking about it. There is still no definition. There is still nothing concrete there. I'm still not sure of anything right now. So I'm asking you this, guys. Do you feel that it's an appropriate time for a Patreon? Let me know in the comments. And as always, yes, let me remind you that beside your commentary about that, let's hear your comments about what you think about the episode, my reaction, or the commentary. And obviously, if you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up. And what else? I hate to change the order because I do not remember my speech. Oh yes, please, if you enjoy the content of the channel, consider a subscriptions and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below, and in B2 there is also a link to the video and obviously to the B2 channel. Yes, I have nothing else to say. I exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, let me thank you for your attention and see you on the next one. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.